Hello, Metro Detroit golfers. It's Ben and Chad coming to you with the Tuesday tip of the week. We hope everybody's doing well out there. We're excited to see you again. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important things we could possibly talk about, which is center face contact. Before we get into that, just want to remind you, last week we had talked about low point control, so we hope you've been at home playing with where the club hits the ground. So you could have the divot in the perfect spot, but if the ball hits off the toe or the heel, it's not going to work. So we have to couple the low point control that we talked about last week with where we're hitting it on the face. So that leads us to what we're going to do this week to build on what we started last week. So having said that, center face contact, man, what's the deal and how are we going to help people around Metro Detroit get better at this skill?
This is a fun one. So, Metro Detroit golfers, once again, you're going to make errors on purpose with us today, and it's going to be awesome. So, one of the goals that we should all have when we play golf is to hit the middle of the club face. Because if you hit the middle of the club face, the ball is going to go far. So, I have some face tape on my golf club. You can go ahead and get it on Amazon. This is going to be a very, very important piece of your training. If you don't have face tape, another thing that you could use is you could use a dry erase marker. And the only thing that you'd have to do is you just make a little dot on the golf ball, just like that. And you face your golf club. When you strike it, it's going to make a mark on the face. So you don't necessarily need to have face tape in order to do this drill.
Got it. So a lot of you at home, when people come see us here at the Golf Leadership Academy, they have what they think are swing problems. You know, they give us a story about how their swing's not working, it needs to be fixed. Where Ben and I oftentimes, just ask them, well, where do you think you're hitting it on the face? And the look in people's faces is they don't really know. So first step is just creating awareness around where are you hitting it on the face. And then step 2 would be what can you do to influence or change it if you need to. So having said that, with the tape or the marker, it's just getting an awareness of where you're actually hitting it on the face, and you're going to be surprised at the remarkable difference that has on your golf ball and the way it flies. So having said that, you have some tape. Are you just going to start hitting some balls, getting some free swinging motion, and see what's up?
No, I am not. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm still going to have a free swinging motion, so that never goes away for me because it works so well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make errors on purpose, just like I talked about earlier. So I'm going to try to hit the heel intentionally 3 times. I'm going to try to hit the toe intentionally 3 times. And then I'm going to try to hit the center of the face intentionally 3 times. So now what some of you at home might notice is you have a hard time hitting the various spots in the face, but you will uncover what it takes for you to hit the middle. Here's an example of that. If you're trying to hit the toe and you keep on hitting the middle, don't get all pissed off. Just understand that's what you have to do to hit the middle of the club face. And the crazy thing about this activity is it kind of changes week to week, day to day. So that's one thing that I think all of you understand about swing thoughts is they don't last a lifetime. They kind of come and they go. Same thing with this. So we would say it's important to do this activity every time before you tee it up.
So big picture, with the course of your golfing life, think right now, how long do you want to play golf for? How much better do you want to get? The one thing that will never change is that we have to get good or train to hit the middle of the club face. So if you have to do this to get on the middle of the club face, cool. Next week it'll be different. As long as you're pursuing center face contact, you'll be getting better as a golfer. You'll be getting more and more skilled. The ball will go farther and straighter. So toe, heel, center.
You got it. I won't do 3 of each just from a time standpoint, but I will do 1 of each. So first time around, I am going to hit the heel. Actually, I'm going to take it to the other extreme. I'm going to try to shank this thing. It's going to be awesome.
I'm going to move these balls.
Everyone's afraid of that word, but I love that word. Here we go.
So wait. You're going to try to shank it on purpose, player?
Oh, yeah. I was going to try to hit you, but you said you're going to move now. So.
I am going to move, man. So a lot of the times for those of you at home, if you're a lot of golfers are fearful of making errors, you'd be surprised once you go here. Yeah, 1, the fear of making errors goes away because you start doing it on purpose, and 2, you're going to stumble across something that to be remarkable. So some of you may be actually hitting it off the toe, trying to shank it, moves it to the middle of the face.
You got it. So far, so good. I tried to hit the heel. I hit the heel. I didn't quite shank it, though, so I didn't really accomplish my goal, but it was pretty close.
That's going to break my ankle.
All right, now I'm going to go out toward the toe. There's my toe strike.
So it's fascinating as we watch Ben do this, because he's done this a lot. When we demonstrate, we do it, that you actually get quite skilled around moving the the contact point around.
That is true.
So for some of you doing this for the first time, you might find out that you're actually able to do it. And it could be enlightening, like the way I would ask it, did you know you were that good? So a lot of people never have this perspective where they can actually move it around. So a lot of the athletes, ping pong, hockey players, baseball players, you're better than you think, and you can move this bad boy around. All right.
The fascinating thing is I can tell you from my own experience. So typically when I play golf, I'm committing to a free swinging motion and trying to hit it slightly on the heel. I've had to do that now for quite some time. So when I try to hit it just slightly on the heel, so basically the left edge of this circle, I usually hit the middle of the club face. I've had to do that now for quite some time. It works great for me. So like I said, once again, don't panic if you can't move it around to the various places, but you will uncover what you have to do to find the middle. All right. All the truth, man. See if you can hit the middle on camera.
Middle?
Yes.
So step one at home, get some tape, get a dry erase marker, get an understanding that center face contact is actually what we have to get good at. And then start playing around with it. Try to hit it off the toe, try to hit it off the heel, try to hit it off the center. Remember, there's no right or wrong, there's no perfect, there's just you playing with this skill and starting to make some adjustments to find out what it takes for you to actually get it off the middle. Okay, so where would you take them from here? So we do that activity for center face contact.
Yeah, so the other thing that I might add to this is some of you are probably going to assume, well, if I just set up farther away from it, if I get closer, it'll automatically happen. But Chad, we know that doesn't always work. So more times than not, people are playing out of their setup position and they keep on hitting the same spot. So a lot of time the subconscious is saying, like say you're hitting the heel every time you get farther away. Whoa, I'm really far away from this thing. I better reach for it. Next thing you know, I'm hitting the same spot. So this next experiment that you could run would be spots on the ground, just like we talked about with low point. So if you're having trouble hitting the heel or the toe, oftentimes what happens is if you're hitting the heel, the club is being swung too far over here. If you're hitting the toe, the club is being swung too far over here. So let's say that I'm having a hell of a time hitting the toe. Here's one of the things I might do. Still have that, see?
No, I picked it up and I don't know what I did. Let me see what I got here. Come on,
Probably no tees. My bag usually don't have any tees. So,
you're right. You're selling for the first tee. Anybody got any tees?
Okay, Chad. That's me too. Okay, so with this experiment, let's say I'm the guy, I cannot strike the toe to save my life. What I would do is I would place an object to the left of the ball, and the goal would be to hit that object. Okay. So once again, on the line, we have a lifetime supply of 200 ales.
Yes.
If I hit that tee, here I go.
I think we should have sponsorship from Bells.
That'd be awesome. Michigan company, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. This might go sideways.
All right. So, what's funny is you actually got it up the toe, and you're not afraid to make errors.
No, so actually, if you look real close, I hit it right there. So I almost hit Chad.
Boom.
Definitely hit the toe, though.
Now, for some of you who struggle with the shanks, you'd be surprised at how changing the goal will get you to do something differently and get you out of that. So, say you're playing with us and you're like, man, I'm getting frustrated. I want to hit off the toe. This could work. For others, this could be like a valuable way to get out of the dreaded S word. So we definitely don't want you doing that. We want you to hit the middle of the club face much, much more. Is there anything else you would do? So we had heel, toe, center, using the tape or the marker. Then just spots on the ground. You can move a tee or a coin around and just start shifting it around. Anything else that you would do to help people get more skillful at hitting the middle?
Yeah, I can think of a couple different ones. This one's kind of chaotic, too. So,
3-ball?
yeah, the 3-ball drill here.
This is one of my favorites because anytime we use it, it works. People come across something and stumble across something that they would have not otherwise found out or figured on. So, what's the scoop?
So, here we go. So, I'm going to set up to the middle ball every time. But after I'm set up at the middle ball, the goal is going to change. I'm going to set up to the middle ball. I'm going to try to hit the outside ball. I'm going to set up to the middle ball, and then I'm going to try to hit the inside ball. Then I'm going to set up to the middle ball, hit the middle ball. Are you ready?
We call this one outside, inside, center. So let's see what you got.
I'm going to go outside first.
Ready?
Now I'm going inside. Now I'm going middle.
Okay. So in this case, Ben was able to move the club around. So for a lot of you getting better at golf, you're going to have to learn to move that club around. Another thing is when you go play, you have the downhill lie, the ball's below your feet, and you have uphill lies. We have a variety of different lies out there. It's seldom straight and perfect. That doesn't happen much. So training this way will give you the ability to adapt and adjust and learn how to hit the sweet spot from a variety of different lies, which will have a remarkable impact on the way you play and perform. So outside, inside, center, if you do this at first, it could be a little chaotic. Balls will be flying around. Yep. But back to, just start by making errors on purpose. That's no big deal. You'll find out by the third, fourth, fifth set, every 3 balls is 1 set. You actually start to get much, much better at it. So it's a way to train. We would say fail well, fail fast, fail forward, get better quick.
Yeah, the other thing that's interesting about doing this drill, there's other things that are happening as well. So as I'm hitting outside, inside, middle, I also notice that it influences the divot depth. So every time I do this thing, if I'm trying to hit the outside ball, I usually hit it thin. If I try to hit the inside ball, I take these massive craters. So let's say you're one of those players that you're having a hard time hitting the ground. Well, if you had a 3-ball set like I did, maybe the solution is just to move a little bit closer. Or if you're chunking the ball all over the golf course, taking massive divots, superintendents are very upset with you. Maybe move a little bit farther away from it. So there's all sorts of gold that comes out of doing these activities.
Very good. So center face contact matters. Now the question is, what activities could you do to develop it? These are 3 activities that we have found here at JLA that have a remarkable impact on how people get better and perform and ultimately hit the ball longer and straighter. So we hope this helps you. So far we've covered free swinging motion. Always that's the big idea, that's the goal. Then low point, and then finally today just kind of trying to figure out where you're hitting it on the face. So we hope this helps you. If you'd like to see more of our videos, you can go to our YouTube page at Golf Leadership Academy or check us out on Facebook. So having said that, leave some comments, questions below. We'd be happy to engage, and thank you for joining us on the Tuesday Tip. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.